Right, so here we are. Right, here we are for the our full here we are for the there we are, so here we are for the OGKROE round 5 of season 5. I'm getting yellows, but again no one is crashing. Just people going slow so that they can get a decent lap in. That is someone who's crashed, and that is Sora. He's spun. He's beached the car! Oh dear, he's beached. He actually beached the car, because you can now do that. On like various curbs and gravel. So that's something different that they've done compared to the 2021 game, because back then you could only really beat yourself on... Oh dear, that is a crash with Sora. He's out. Not yet. Oh, he's not out rather. He's just lost, but his front wing is out of the track and the body structure of the car. So yeah, the beaching mechanism is quite different, because into F1 2021 you could only get beached on a certain curb at the second chicane at Monza. The reason I know this is because this happened to me myself. So yeah, they've made more use of that mechanism this time. Sora found out. Sora, or probably knew this before, let's be real. Davey and A-Train, very close, but A-Train is on pole position at the moment. And I say at the moment, that pole position will likely be his for the race, which will be starting in a few minutes. So onwards at stands. A-Train first, Davey second, Peter third, Pentita fourth, Boss Membrane fifth, Sora sixth, Jackie Cabana seventh, Biggie Live eighth, Venner ninth, Geordie Pidgestock to 10th, Picky Pick 11th, and Chris in 12th. Right, so yeah, as I have just mentioned, that is our grid. Good to see the variety of flags, because after all it is also World Cup season. Croatia beat Japan earlier on penalties. And we will also find out how Brazil, or how South Korea fare against Brazil later on. I will have to look at that after we have finished. That will probably be about when the match itself is finished as well. World Cup hype? Yeah, absolutely. . There's no gates this week. We've got A-Train though. I think he'll want to capitalise on that. Formation lap now. Oh yeah, A-Train's gone off in the formation lap. And he's spun on the formation lap. See, the good thing about the F1 games is that you can't properly crash out on the formation lap like Lucas Di Grassi did back in 2010. Chris with the number 2. Might as well use the number 2 on the kart while he can, because he won't be able to in the next F1 game. That number has been taken by Logan Sargent. A-Train spins again. Not A-Train. Trying to warm up his tyres, might have overcooked them. Looks like he and Big Chef are the ones to ask when it comes to cooking now. He's taken Big Chef's advice. He's put it in the oven. He's gonna wait for it to finish cooking. Of course, it's nice seeing the number 2 back on the McLaren after Stoffel Van Dorn had it. Right, well, I don't know what I'm on about now, because the 5 lights have come on, and it is lights out, and away we go for Tier 2. A-Train gets a decent start. Peter Penalties had a very good start. We go down towards turn 1 now. No contact. Oh dear, that is Jackie Barner. He's gone off on that, his boss membrane as well. Someone's got damage. Don't know who that would have been. That looks like it was Chris who got damage. That is Pintita. So, Davy's gone down to 4th. Chris has damage. So if he pits, then he'll need to change his front wing. Peter had another off there. Chris goes on to the hard tyres. If he can do the unthinkable, make him go to the end. Now let's go up to the front, where A-Train has built up a 2-second lead over Peter Penalty. who's got Sora close behind. There's a little bit of a train up to the Red Bull of Boogie. It is now where we see the flurry of fastest laps. Oh dear, that is Peter penalty. He's spun. And that's given everyone Geordie Pidge Mark 2 a position. He's up to P6 now. For those not in the know, Geordie Pidge Mark 2 is actually, I believe, Geordie Pidge's brother, who is giving the game and league a trial run for he potentially goes and buys himself a seat in the league. Geordie Pidge, for those not in the know, he is the defending Tier 2 champion. He won last season. And with that, he earned a promotion to Tier 1, where he's... Oh dear, that is Peter again. I think he needs to get off the tyres. He needs to cool down the tyres, rather. That is Geordie Pidge Mark 2. It looks like he put it in the barriers. He's been going well, but... just like the real Geordie Pidge, in Tier 1 this season, it had to come to an end. Davey and Boogie Live battling for P3. They are in the battle with Shaw of P2. Davey was too far back, not making a move there. And that is a battle for P6 between Jackie Gabbana and Boss Membrane. And here we have Sora trying to hold on to P2. Ahead of Davey and... oh, he's gone wide! Sora's gone wide. Slightly. Not going to be enough to make him lose any significant amount of time to A-Train or Davey. I mean, Davey's going to have to actually get ahead of him if he wants to gain time. A bit of a slow exit on that one. Seems slow to me. Anyway. And Davey's going to try and take Sora around the outside. Oh, he's got the inside line now, but Sora's going to have the inside line from here. Yeah, I think Davey just wasn't going to be able to make the move stick at that point. So down he goes inside here. That is a yellow flag. That is Venner. He's spun. That grows on flat out corner. What do I call it? Oh, that is it's a very close battle for P2 here. No one wants to give up the position. Oh dear. Davey, too ambitious. And Sora had the track position. He's now lost to Biggie Live as well. Oh dear, oh dear. I think there might have been a bit of contact. Davey's gotten back into P3. He's going to try and take Sora. He's net on the back straight. He's going to have DRS as well. I mean, I think he's going to be too far back to make a move on the inside, which is one. Yeah, he's too far back. And that is a 3-second time penalty for Boogie Live for track limits. Oh dear, that is a spin for Boss Membrane. Yeah, so he even nearly lost it there as well. His tyres need to pull down. So now they have to after a spin. That is a yellow flag for, I think, Boogie Live. He's spun, I think he's spun, having off going into the pits. Comes the second car to make a pit stop this race. I think he's lost his front wing, that's why he's quickly. Oh, that is and we're going to have a virtual safety car now. Boss Membrane also pits. Chris has had a drive-through penalty. Davey's gotten past. Virtual safety car is when all the drivers will have to slow, have to keep. Oh, Davey has started a time penalty for speeding under the virtual safety car. Glasses, we're going green again. Securing the virtual safety car, all drivers had to keep to a delta so that no one could gain time on one another. Not like a real safety car where they all bunch up. Virtual safety car, speed's all limited. Unfortunately, a few drivers there got overly optimistic and got drive-through penalties as a result. So one thing Sora's been really good at this season is not getting penalties. Oh, Venner's spun again. needs to put it service penalty. That's killed the battle with Sora, and now Jackie Cabana's found himself in P3. The only one to start on the hard tyres, I think. I can't remember. That is a yellow flag for Peter penalty again. Lord Pitch and Boogie Live are battling for P8. Lord Pitch 1-2, I should say. So we have a double Mercedes sandwich by the Haas team. Oh dear! Boogie Live has gone off again. And he's been overtaken by Boss Membrane. And that is a yellow flag in sector 2 and sector 3. That is Jordan Pitch Mark 2. He spun and lost his front wing. He's going to have to pit for a new one. I mean, I think we are at the point where the hard tyres, or anyone putting the hard tyres on. Oh, a safety car! And Chris has had yet another drive-through penalty. And Jordan Pitch Mark 2 has just had a 5-second penalty for speeding in the pit lane. He's serving it now, which is efficient. So, the safety car, Adrian lead, Sora second, Jackie Gabar the third, Davey fourth, Bintita fifth, Peter sixth, Venner seventh, Boss Membrane eighth, Boogie Live ninth, Jordan Bridge Shark 2 10th, Piggy Pick 11th, and Chris in 12th. Piggy Pick's just gone on to new hards. And Adrian, Sora and Jackie Gabar all pitting. So I think anyone with the hard tyres certainly would have anyone on the medium tyres, so it certainly would have wanted to pit within the next few laps. This is absolutely ruined Jackie. This is probably absolutely ruined Jackie Cabana's strategy. No way is he going to make those mediums go to the end. No way could anyone make those mediums go to the end, quite frankly. So it's hard enough making the hard times go to the end, because like these guys are going to have to go the next 20 laps on them. Got the Aston Martin safety car. Aston Martin has said that they want to be winning F1 titles in 2025, but until then, this is the only leading an Aston Martin will ever do in Formula 1. Bernd Maylander. Absolutely loving life. He hold, I think he might hold the F1 record for the most amount of laps led. That's only going to keep on increasing. Plenty of real-life iconic figures. Bernd Maylander will actually be one of them. He will be competing in the DTM 1995 Championship alongside Jan Magnussen. And Dario Franchitti. And many others, or a few others. There will be a total of 9 drivers in the championship. That obviously includes myself. So you've got that to look forward to while there's no OGKROE on for the next week. Thought I'd bring that up now because of the safety car. As the rest of the guys catch up to this safety car queue. We've not got any word on when the safety car will be coming in. It'll probably be this lap or next. Yes, we will have at least another lap under the safety car. As for the live pits, seem to go on to the new drivers. This is also pitting. Yep, we have received word. The safety car will be in this lap. Nathan has also confirmed to me that he will not be joining me tonight. He says he's going to race. Best of luck, Nathan. I don't know if he means this tier 1 or whether he means you're racing someone else's league. Look forward. Anyway, the green flag will be going shortly. I will cut back to A-Train's view. Let's see, is he going to catch Sora and Co napping? Looks like he has. But Matita's got a good restart. He's already overtaken. Sorry, my bad. He's already overtaken Davey. And he's got. It's very close between the guys here. The Haas sandwich has now become a double layer, 2 Mercedes and 2 Haas's. Both the guys fighting. If they cause each other to a time, that will be the most Haas thing to ever happen in this league, and that nearly did happen. As Venner hits Dave in boss member and capitalises on it and overtakes Venner. Very much in true Haas fashion though, let's be real. As Venner's gone off. He's gone down to last place because of the safety car. It bunched everyone up. Oh. Right, so we have battles. Because the safety car closed everyone up, there is now very close between a boss membrane and. See around the big live boss membrane mark to A-Train leading, because he's not managed to pull out a gap to Sora. Not been that long. But the gap was about 2 seconds by halfway through that too. A-Train's actually new fast slap buggy pits again. As does Chris. I think they're both drive-through. Yeah, they're both drive-throughs. Chris might have another one as well. No, Chris does not have another one. And that is a yellow flag again. Pete, penalty, he spun. And that is, damn it, I think that's damage. Well, he certainly hit the brake markers. Yeah, he's lost his right template. That is a very close train from 5th to 1st. Sort of expanded a bit as we've got onto the straight. Adrian, he's not pulling away very quickly from Sora. Second time penalty to Peter. Yellow flag. I think Boss Member might have had a bit of a moment at turn 2. Turn 2, turn 3 area. On board with Davey. On board with Jackie Barnett. He is on the mediums, but he's got the disadvantage of either having to make these mediums go to the end of the race, or having to pit again. He starts on the hard, and obviously the rule is you have to use at least 2 different compounds. He's got very tricky positioning, so obviously by pitting onto the mediums during the safety car, he's done that. He's fulfilled that. That is Chris. He's had a moment. At the not MotoGP chicane area. Jackie Gabbana pitched onto the mediums during the safety car after starting on the hards. So he's fulfilled that one part of the rule. So he's fulfilled the rules, but you know, it's not going to make this bit easier. He's on third at the moment, but how likely is it that he will keep in that position come the end of the race? He's already used all of his battery. The guys around him haven't used it all up. Oh, he had a bit of a moment there as well. Go to Pentita. He will have seen that. And then he's going to try and pressure Jackie into doing more of them. Having more moments. And yellow in sector 3, that is Venner. That was Venner, I think either he or I think he and Boss Member might have had a bit of a moment. Here's an update on lap 21. Adrian still leads. He's struggling to put out a gap over Sora though. But that's going to gap pulled down over Jackie Gabbana, who's now fighting for P3 with Pentita and Davey. Jackie Gabbana has the disadvantage of having started on hard while the safety car came out on lap about 11-ish. 12. And because at that point he decided to fulfil the rule of having to use at least 2 different dry compounds, he's now got to make these mediums either go to the end or pit somewhere or pit another point in the race. That's George pitch Mark 2. He's spun. Oh, it's an absolute shame for him. He was in P6. Now he's gone down to P9. Struggling here as well. I think he might have spun on Grosjean corner. And yeah, the thing about my commentary, oh dear, that is Sora. Sora's had a moment. Oh no, that is devastating for Sora. Oh no. Well, that couldn't have gone any worse, could it? He spun again. Yeah, that could not have gone any worse for Sora. He's been brilliant all season, but so the whole race he was on there, but it's come undone now. He's lost his front wing, he's lost a lot of time, he's have to pit for new tyres as well. Oh, that is... oh, Lordy Pidge Mark 2 is retired. I think he might have crashed out. No safety car though. So I think he might have just... ended the... I think he might have just ended his day voluntarily. Sora's gone down. Sora's gone from P2 to P9. That's not what we want to see. That is an absolute shame for him, because he was doing really well that race, and because we know he's got the pace. He's always had the pace. It's very rare that we see him make mistakes like that. And that is another yellow flag. Because for some reason, Geordie Pitch Mark II's car hasn't been pulled over yet. It has now, I think. Yeah, that is green flag now. That's battle for P9, P8 rather, between Sora, Picky Pick, Peter and Chris. So this is... that is... I think Sora's a purple sector 2. Oh, forgot what I was there. Oh, Sora's set a purple sector 2. I think he might have set the fastest lap this race. He hasn't. He's about he's 4.5 tenths off his personal best. Well, so all of this time means that A train is still all yellow in sector 2 and sector 3. That seems temporary, I think. Boss Membrane's had a moment. Coming out of new corner. Well, I think they changed the layout for the game. Because they changed the layout in real life. I can't remember if they actually implemented it in the game. Because I don't think they did in the 2021 one. yellow flag, boss membrane again. That moment. Could go better for some drivers than others. Battle P2 is still on. We have 7 laps to go. I genuinely think Jackie DeBarn is going to go and take these mediums to the end of the race. Honestly, credit to... Honestly, he's not going to want to pit now. I mean, he's not... I mean, if he did, he'd come out in P4, but... But if he's going to go down to P4, and... Oh dear, that is a yellow flag for Sora! Not Sora, sorry, boss membrane even. I think he's crashed. Can't see if there's damage. I think there is. I think there is damage to his front wing. He's been caught by Picky Pick and Chris. Yeah, I think he's still got a front wing. Oh, that is Sora. He had a bit of a moment on the final corner. And that is Chris, he's also had a moment at the final corner. He's spun. He's struggling to keep it going. He's been caught up by the leaders now. And then Pentita's had a moment as well at the not MotoGP chicane. And so Pentita goes through Grosjean corner. Where he spun. Instead of pressing the brake, he kept his foot on the throttle. And did a full proper spin, collected Pierre Gasly and Nico Hulkenberg in the process. That is why I'm calling it. That is why I've called it Grosjean corner. If it didn't make sense to people who weren't watching F1 back then. Meanwhile, Chris is being caught by A-Train and Co. 4 laps to go now. Lap 30 out of 33. So A-Train is just about to lap Chris. He's ghosted to mark the occasion. Chris becomes first car. No, he hasn't become it yet. He will become first driver in the race to be lapped. He's gone wide at the not in MotoGP chicane. A-Train and Jackie Gabbana really pulled out a gap over Davey. I think when Pintita had that moment in the chicane, Davey got caught up in it. It's honestly genuine credit to Jackie Gabbana for making the mediums go this far. You can see the wear on them. What you can see. Just how worn down these medium tyres are. I think Picky Pick had a bit of a moment there. He's also been lapped by A-Train. Jackie Gabbana has used up all of his ERS. A-Train's still got about 50% of it left. A-Train's got 50-60% left. A-Train's been brilliant this whole season. We know because we've been watching it. But I think Davey's catching up to Jackie Gabbana. So we go on to lap 32 out of 33. He's just gone fastest out of everyone. Boss Membrane's gone on to put a new set of softs on. As a yellow flag, that is Boogie. He's at the moment at the final corner. Or final corner even. But at the point where it becomes a corner. Boss Membrane is in a battle for P9 with Chris or everyone else, or they are also trying to make space for Jackie Gabbana and A-Train and Davey. Well, Davey's lost a bit of time to... I think Davey's gotten back fast, I think. Sorbo comes into the pits to put on a new set of softs. Davey is just ahead of all the lapped cars. As we go on to the final lap of the race, it is A-Train who's led this race from quite literally from... Oh, he's at the fastest lap as well. On 20 lap old hard, something. See, A-Train has quite literally led this race from start to finish. He has been the man today. For T2. On a day where Goach isn't here, A-Train's been the one to take everything. And that is Chris. He's at the moment. At the turn after the turn where it becomes sector 2. Venner and Boogie in the battle for P5. I think Davey's game's died. The yellow flag. I think that might be one of the Mercedes cars going slowly, but A-Train is about to cross the line to win the race. He's led from start to finish. No signs of being slower than anyone else. A-Train wins, Jackie Gabbana second, making those mediums go from the safety car period to the end. That takes skill. Honestly, credit where it's due. Davey third, Pintita fourth, Boogie is battling for fifth. I think he and Venner had a bit of a tangle. Boss Membrane's come home in 9th, Picky Pick 10th, Chris 11th. Boogie's gonna have to get a... Boogie's gonna be demoted to 6th. I don't think he will actually. I think the gap has just slightly become too big. As Boogie finishes... No, there was enough Wasn't enough of a gap. Venner in 5th, Boogie 6th. Sora and Peter are going to be the final 2 cars to cross the line. Sora and Peter, they both started high up, but it was a series of spins and mistakes that led them to finish down in, or not really down, but lower than where they started in 7th and 8th. FTX is still on the car. So Mercedes will not be wanting any prize money from these races. They'll have to find their sponsors. Have to pay it to Sam from FTX. He's definitely not a fraudster. It's definitely not. The whole thing definitely isn't really a fraud. I mean, Sam will still be delighted to see his logo on the car. Here is our podium. And the champagne! That was interesting to watch. Start to finish. A-Train was on it. The moment he launched the game to the moment he crossed the line for the 33rd time in the race. Yeah, Boogie Live got 6 seconds rather than 3, that's why he lost a bit close to Brenner. I'll see if anyone's available for an interview. It doesn't look like it. I have a feeling Nathan's going to want to join in this tier 1. Let's go into the tier 1 lobby. In tier 1, got Gloomy, Gonzo, George, Snake, Boss Game and Gabuka. We've got a new addition. We've got Ashy Egg. I believe he is a new addition. know, Melon is an absolute machine. So much of a machine. He was a part of the group that was selected to represent Romania in a competition. There were 10 in an international F1 league race. Hosted by the Romanian-based group. He was a part of 10 people who represented Romania in this group, in this race against 10 Latvians. It was Romania versus Latvia. I think and having watched the race, I think it's fair to say that Romania dominated. I think it was a Romanian 1-2-3. Melon came second in that race. So hats off. And speaking of international competition, in case you haven't gathered or if you just turned the stream on and haven't read the title, we are racing in Spain. The reason this is any form of relevance is because I actually did some Nations Cup races earlier this week. Race 341 was race 4 of the season I am currently doing. Race 341 in total was held here. Belgium got their first ever Nations Cup win here. Now they were one of the 7 countries that debuted in the very first Nations Cup race. They were one of 2, and out of those 7 countries they were one of only 2 that hadn't scored a win yet. But they have now scored a win, and it was done here in Spain. So that's one thing that any Belgians watching can be happy about. Anyone who follows the Nations Cup, which no one does. Yeah. Anyone who was interested in that story, you can follow the Nations Cup on my wiki, which is in the OGKROE Discord server. I'll have a whole channel dedicated to it. Yeah, that was a conversation topic while we're waiting for Tier 1 to prepare. They would have, of course, the Tier 2 event started at 6, and the guys would have only all the guys in both tiers would have only found out we were racing in Spain about half an hour before that, about 5:30ish. Of course that is all in UK time, about half an hour before Tier 2 started, so a good few of the Tier 1 guys will have spent the last hour or so practicing for Spain. However, it won't be, and it's been like that all season. That was the new thing about this season. We had the calendar, we had the list of tracks that we were going to use, but we didn't have an order for them, in order to give the guys who didn't have so much time more of an even playing field compared to those who did have lots of time to practice. It's not going to be like that next week though, because the only track remaining is Miami. So we know what the final race of the season will be. But Miami's not the topic right now, because the topic is the very track we're racing on in Spain. As qualifying has started, all the guys will be loading their setups. For those who are going for the detailed setups, which in tier 1 there's probably a good, or you'll probably find more of them are doing that than not doing that. And same for tier 2 as well. Everyone's loading up their setups, which be good. A lot of them will have had planned. As Gonzo's already gone out on his out lap, and so some of the others. Snake's gone out on his out lap, as has Ashiag and Boss Game and Lights Out. Now, as we all probably know, it was unfortunately Lights Out for Serbia at the World Cup after they lost to Switzerland in the final group game. Switzerland got through instead. Lights Out will be hoping that he can pull a reverse result on Gloomy and maybe even win the whole thing. One thing I haven't mentioned, Nathan's normally been joining me on commentary this season, but tonight he's actually decided to race himself. So instead of commentating on everyone else's racing, he'll actually be taking part in everyone else's racing. I think one of the Rebels, Melon, was going very, very slow in the not MotoGP chicane. Could you imagine MotoGP bikes around that chicane there? That'd be awful. Well, it's awful enough in F1 as it is, but MotoGP would be even worse. There's one of the hazards at the moment, that's Gonzo off, not Snake even. I think he's lost his front wing. And now he's got to keep out the way of everyone else, because they're all going to be on hot laps. They're all going to try and get banker laps in, which Snake was also trying to do, but he crashed and lost his front wing and couldn't get one in. So he's really struggling to turn the car. Yellow flags everywhere. Gloomy must have been scared there. Gonzo takes the original pole at 1:17.5. And that is someone else's at the moment. I can't see who that was. I think that's Lights Out. Oh dear, he's had a moment there. Well, at least he's still got a front wing. And I think Nathan's crashed. Oh no, that's not what he would have wanted. His first OGKROE race in a while, this one. That's not how he would have wanted it to start. Lights Out actually going to try and make this a lap, or... Yeah, he's going to try and make a lap out of it. Melon's done a 169. That is over 6/10 faster than Gonzo, who is currently in second, 6/10 in third, George Pitch Mark 1 fourth, Dom 5th, Crummy 6th, Ashieg 7th. Ashieg is new to the league. We'll see where he fits in Tier 1. Lights out 8th. With a not at all representative lap time, because he's a good driver. Bluebee's come in. Gabuka's gone slowest out of those that have sent representative lap times. We'll see what Lights Out does at this final corner. Final corner. It is a 118, 119 even, 119.0. That is quicker than Gabuka. Only moves him up one spot, but no, got to do what you got to do. And someone had a moment there. No, I think it was just one of the I think it's just boss game going slowly to maximise his qualifying lap. Maximise his speed. He's going to get on the straight here. Oh, hi Gonzo. Yeah, Gonzo will be using his race setup for the qualifying, and I mean, it's not exactly failed. I mean, Gonzo's race setup for qualifying hasn't exactly failed him as such. Just hope he doesn't put his qualifying setup on for the race. That probably won't do him any good. This qualifying is one lap pair. Oh dear, that is a yellow in sector 1. That's probably someone giving way. That is not an actual crash. But this qualifying is about one lap pace. The race is about how much pace can you keep up for 36, for 33 laps even. Well, I think Crimmy's going quite slow. Not Crimmy even, it's 6:10 even. In fact, I don't know what's happened to him. Ten minutes remaining. The only guys that have not set laps yet are Snake and Vale. Oh, 6:10 is going very slowly there for some reason. Don't know what's going on. Don't know if that's him doing it on purpose or if it's hardware issues. There is a yellow flag in sector 1, but I think it's just someone going slightly slower than what you'd expect during qualifying. Again, I don't know what's with all these yellow flags. There's nothing yellow worthy, but one of the hazards has gone off. That Snake's gone off. Snake's had a moment. Snake decided to use the MotoGP route. And Vale's done a 1:17.2. I think one of them. I think the Luna's just going to wait, and Boscane's done a 1:17.6. And someone's at the moment. I think that is Ashieg. He's bounced over the curbs very violently from that must have been very violent if he was a real life driver. So let's see this go, E-I-E-I-E-I-O. For those who did watch the YouTuber Championship back in the day. Right, so Melon leads with a 169, Vale second with a 117.2, and Gonzo third with a 117.5. Melon's just improved up to a 116.5. That is nearly 7 tenths faster than Vale. That is very impressive, because Vale's no slouch. I wouldn't exactly call any of these guys slouches of mine, but Vale is a two-time Motor Crew champion. He's a two-time Motor Crew champion for a reason. Let's not forget that. No one ever has forgotten it. It's always important to keep in mind when we've got these two guys at the front, rather with the way we've got the reverse grid working, not at the front. Yeah, so Melon League 610 has just gone ever so slightly quicker than Vale in second. Whilst Vale is now in third. Gonzo fourth, I think that's where he was last week as well. Boss Game fifth, Lordy Pidge sixth, Dom seventh, Crimmy eighth, Gloomy ninth, Bad Boy in his first race in OGKROE 10th, Gabuka 11th, Lightsank 12th, Ashley Egg 13th, let's call him Ash from now on. Nathan's crashed out and Snake had a moment. I think Snake went the MotoGP route when they're trying to go on this. Oh yeah, I don't know what that was, I don't know what I was doing there. I think I accidentally pressed the Y button there. Yellow in sector 2, that was boss game going slow, and we're watching Snake on his lap. Hopefully he doesn't go the MotoGP route this time, because we're not playing MotoGP, we are playing F120. We're not playing MotoGP 22, we are playing F1 22. That's why we're driving cars, and that's why the cars are like this. That's why you can't see the drivers' bodies. That's why they're not leaning over in every corner. Yellow flag, that is Crimmy, no, it's 610. Oh, I think that was 610. And Snake has gone P13 with a 118.4, 118.5. Yeah, so we have 4 minutes remaining. Thing is with these yellow flags in qualifying is that like they don't normally mean someone's spun, normally it means someone's going slightly slower than you'd expect to if they're on a hot lap. Gonzo has retired though, don't know if that's him binning. Decided he's not going to go any better. Honestly, P4 at a time like that, very respectable. I mean, Nathan knows that this guy is quick. We saw it last week as well in Brazil. catching Vale. He's taken P2 back off 6'10", and Jordan has gone up to 4. That's very impressive from him. And Snake's also retired from the session. I don't know if that's him realising he can't do any better. And he's still Vale is still 4.5 tenths slower than Melon, and Melon's pulled out an absolute belter of a lap in this qualifying. So, as it stands, 2.5 minutes left. Melon is on provisional pole, Vale second, 6'10" third, Geordie Pitch fourth, Gonzo fifth, Boss Game sixth, Crimmy seventh, Dom eighth, Gloomy ninth, and Ash 10th. Of course, Ash will not have to worry. Of course, we all have ambitions of winning. Ash, no doubt, will have ambitions of doing very well too. But because of how this reverse grid works, he will be starting on pole position. So he won't need to worry. So he won't need to think that he's got to catch them all, because everyone else will be. Because them all will be trying to catch him. Bad Boy 11th. Also his first race in OGKROE. Hopefully he's only a bad boy in name and not on the track as well. Gabuka 12th. Lights Out 13th, Snake 14th, and Nathan 15th, and Boss Game's just gone 6th, Crimmy 7th, and Dom 8th. Gabuka's just gone 9th even. So Gloomy's in 10th. Ash will have to catch them all if he wants to win. Someone's at the moment there. I think that might be Ashham's. I think that was Bad Boy. So he's now in 12th. Got a minute left. What Bad Boy hasn't do. 30 seconds remaining. Oh dear, that is a yellow flag. I think someone's... Melon's crashed. That's unusual. Well, he was very aggressive. Like, oh, that is someone else at that moment. Gabuka's that... Melon, we don't normally see Melon make mistakes. We saw him make quite a lot of mistakes. We saw him make quite a few mistakes in Brazil. He got very aggressive there. Verstappen's Geordie Pitch Mark 1. Geordie Pitch himself finishes 4th in this qualifying. Bad Boy improves to 10th, so as it stands he will be on reverse pole in his first OGKROE race. So Melon takes pole position, Vale second. Not yet, because he actually still has some way to go. As one of the Aston Martins has gone off, that was Dom. He's not going to improve on that, sadly. So he will be 9th, or rather reverse second. Oh no, Vale spun at the final corner. As it stands, so right now it will be Bad Boy on reverse pole, Dom second, Crimmy third, Gloomy 4th, Boss Game 5th, Gonzo 6th, George Pitch 7th, 6'10" 8th, Vale 9th, Melon 10th, Gabuka 11th, Ash 12th, Lights Out 13th, Snake 14th, and Nathan 15th. So if Ash wants to win, he's got to catch them all. On 18th, come up with some new material clearly. Evening guys, it's of course we've got our new Scotsman in the league. Some may want to call him a replacement to our former resident Scotsman Logan. He was a bit of a character. We all know. Logan was an interesting character. He was the one who came up with the iconic question of how many 5-year-olds Nathan could beat up. His words, not mine. And of course it was him who called former Little Talk Song Contest owner Duncan a disappointment to Scotland. That was one of his more iconic quotes. Right, so as is Tier 1 protocol, we've all had to leave the lobby so that the organisers can set up a reversal. That we started using for Tier 1 this season. So I will have to join off Gloomy again. Just a casual reminder for all the guys to load their race setups, because there will inevitably be someone who forgets, because like in like quite literally every other league race anyone else has ever done, that's not been this season, there will be Park Furby on, meaning that whatever setup you load in qualifying will also be your setup for the race. That will obviously not be the case in this, and the setups from qualifying will not be transferred to this race. So what you have to do is reload your setup. Right, isn't much, but people will forget. It does happen. Well, 14 people here, starting and figuring out who is missing. 20 has gone that I quite like is put the sound back in.
It was just like magic, came crashing. There were fires burning, paint with passion. It was planets meeting, it was synced up breathing. There were angels calling and no free falling, and I believed in memories like freight trains hit me. I replay to keep you with me. Better to have had than not at all. We were chasing stars across the county lines, two imperfect pieces with our fingers intertwined. And I would do it all again, knowing I'd be left behind. Oh, what a time, back when you were mine. Back when you were mine. Back when you were mine. Oh, I'm hurting, but I'm still certain that when the pain comes back in waves, yeah, it was worth it. Memories like freight trains hit me. I replay to keep you with me. Better to have had than not at all. We were chasing stars across the county lines, two imperfect pieces with our fingers intertwined. And I would do it all again, knowing I'd be left behind. Oh, what a time, back when you were mine. Back when you were mine. Back when you were mine.
Well, so that boy will be, I think that boy is having some issues of things going in the lobby. So that is 15 people in the lobby for 33 laps around Catalonia. Catalonias. Catalonia. Catalonine.
I wish you gave me a reason that you were better at leaving, that you got your kicks from seeing me low. I always let the good ones go.
Yep, she always lets the good ones go. That's what she just told us.
I'm hooked on touches.
You can tell that I've got nothing to go on about.
I swear that I love nothing more than broke. I always let the good ones go. And maybe you couldn't have loved.
So I can instead talk about the Nations Cup. The Nations Cup has been shaping up to be interesting. Finland is currently in our new third place nation, which you can maybe call unexpected, because on their debut they were at the back. It took them, it was 49 races after their debut that they got their first points. Took them a while to get their first win too, but it took them a while to get their first win too. But you know, they had some good seasons in the Audi TT Cups. They also had a very good F1 2015 season. Kimi Räikkönen and Valtteri Bottas both got a good few podiums in that season. They got hundreds of points, and that elevated them to 5th in the Nations Cup. Now, Esto Sara is forming the F1 2017 Classics Championship, which is what's going on now. Combined with the lack of points for Spain and Brazil since the F1 2015 season. I mean, I wouldn't exactly call Spain a lack of points, but because Spain's last competitive season was on race 07, the point system there is a very much less forgiving than the point system on quite literally every other game. So they got about 40 points from that season, while Finland in this season alone has had over 60. That's from 5 races. The other one was from about 12 races. This one's been from 5. So you can see how interesting the Nations Cup is shaping up to become. For those who don't like it, shame on you. No, it's I mean, you can... Obviously, that was not actually meant like that. I was informing everyone while I wait for the race to start, so I actually have something to go on about. But yeah, I'm gonna give a shout out to my own Nations Cup as we go on to the formation lap. Bad Boy on reverse pole, Dom 2nd, Crummy 3rd, Gloomy 4th, Boss Game 5th, Gonzo 6th, Jordan 7th, 6th, 10th, 8th, Melon, Vale 9th, and Melon 10th. And Gabuka just missing out on reverse pole. So he'll have to work his way up the field if he wants a top 10 finish. Ash will also have to catch them all. I need to stop. I've already used up my allowance, just like I used up my allowance with the big chef cloaks. I need to cook up something new. I can't do that because he's not even in the lobby. He's not racing tonight. Lights out 13th, Snake 14th, and Nathan 15th. I think Nathan, he's just happy to be back. No, he's had to spend time getting back into the racing side of things. He had an operation, he's recovered from it, I think. Anyway, and well, he's done some racing in I think he's done some racing in preparation for this. So, honestly, best of luck to everyone. I'm ready for 33 laps of pure, exciting racing. Dom going all over the place. Oh, Bad Boy literally is going all over the place. Warming up his tyres much. We need to get the telemetry back on. Bad Boy and Crummy are both starting on hards, as are Gonzo, 610 and Melon. Everyone else will be starting on the mediums, and Bad Boy having a bit of trouble. His tyres will be warm, I can tell you that. His tyres are warm, I can tell you that. Don't need an expert to tell you his tyres are warm. Might be too warm even. Might be. But we have 15 cars lined up on the grid. 5 lights will be coming on now. Okay, now they'll be coming on. 3, 4, 5. Shout the way he goes, and everyone else goes as well. He's had a good start even. He's up into door. Ash has had a bad start. Bad Boy's had a bad start. Oh, someone's off onto the grass already. That's Vale. Vale's gone off to the grass. He went he went wide early. Oh, he's tagged Melon. Oh dear, that's a spin. Melon's onto the grass. Ash is on the grass. Gravel even. Melon's down in 14th. Bad Boy's already down to 7th, and we're not even in Sector 3 yet. Melon's got a comeback to do if he wants to win. Gloomy is currently leading the race, however. Gonzo second, Dom third, George Pitch fourth. Melon battle Snake. And Nathan's had a very good start. He's fighting for P9. Oh dear, that's Crimmy. Crimmy's gone. He's spun round and he's down to P15. Nathan's already made his way up to P8. That is mighty impressive. With P7 even. Luke went very slow on the straight there. Vale pits. Bad Boy pits. And he's got a time penalty for it. First to last challenge. He's got a new front wing he needs putting on. Vale. He's putting hard on. Mediums even. Ah, that was some exciting first lap racing. We're riding on board with our Nathan. He's usually up in the commentary box with me, but he isn't on this occasion. He's actually decided to take to the track. Vale pits again. Well, he's had to change his front wing, that's why. He's got hard on. Now he could make these go to the end if he wanted to. We saw Lucky Gabbana go 20 plus laps on the medium tyres in the tier 2 race. But that would be even more of a stretch as Ash is making his progress on catching them all as he overtakes Snake. Speaking of, I only just got the part about Ash Ketchum's name. So shame on me for not realising it earlier. But then I don't have anything to do with Pokemon, so apart from the fact that I ran an entire fan contest around it. Co-ran it. Ooh, wasn't admin in it. Anyway, Melon's caught up to Kabuka and that is a yellow flag in Sector 2 and Sector 3. Got the colours of the Irish flag, as you can see. Just wait for them all to go on the straight. Yeah, we've got the colours of the Irish flag. It's lovely. I'm gonna have to take a screenshot See, Dom, Gonzo and Gloomy creating the colours of the Irish flag. That's what we want to see. But it looks like that might change. George Pitch and Dom are teammates battling for P3. They've both got DRS. Dom's got it on Gonzo, George Pitch has it on Dom, Melons has gone past his knees, only a 10 behind Kabuki. He's overtaken Kabuki even. See, now we've got the flag of the Ivory Coast. Oh, that is a yellow flag, that is Snake. Any more spins, he'll be shedding his tyres. His tyres will be shedding rubber. And that is Vale, he's also had a moment. He's on track to get lapped by Gloomy and co. Oh dear, he's spun on that curb there. That curb is very easy to spin on. Curbs like that are ones you always want to avoid. One like that in Silverstone on this game, and it is one that I can't avoid. Gloomy is at the moment. Oh no, he's spun as well. That's handed Gonzo the lead. Oh, Gloomy. Snake's tyres will be shedding even more rubber after that spin at the not MotoGP chicane. Oh, even more now. You have to slither into the pits. That was so unfortunate for Gloomy though. He was leading and oh, he's now down to P9. That's not what we want to see happen in any race to anyone. Well, Nathan's into P6, but that might soon become P7 because Melon is behind him and Nathan's only got so long. Oh dear, that is Boss Game, he's spun. He's at the moment, that chicane, that section of track. Very difficult. Not lose it on, that's handed Nathan and Melon both the free position. Melon's overtaken Nathan. That's P5 for our fruit. But he's used up a lot of ERS where guys in front of him haven't. Apart from Gonzo, who's got about the same amount left. Melon might, I think Melon's gonna want to take it easy here. I think we're all going to want to take it easy. Gonzo's found himself in the lead. You know he's quick, Nathan said so, and we've seen he's quick. But he's got a lap Vale now. It's not a sentence I thought I'd ever say, but here we are. Vale being lapped. What is this? And Asher's got a 3-second time penalty. Good track limits. I think Bad Boy might have gotten the same thing. And we'll have a look if that was indeed what he'd had. Yeah, I think No, we know he's spreading some bits actually, didn't he? Yeah, I remember that. So, at the 8 lap market, we are 7.5 laps into this race. Boss Games is overtaking Rocks now. Gonzo leads, George second, Dom third, 6th, 10th, 4th, Melon 5th, Nathan 6th, Gabuka 7th, Bloomy 8th, Boss Game 9th, and Launch Out in 10th. Nash in 11th, Crimmy 12th, Bad Boy 13th, Snake 14th, and Vale 15th. Not been Vale's races, has it? He's under threat of being lapped by Gonzo and George and Co. But what's happening with Gonzo is that he, 610's overtaking Dom, he's used his DRS. And that is 610 in third. And that is someone who's lost it, that's Lights Out. So what race this is shaping up to be. As we've seen, anything can happen. Gonzo has a 1 second lead over Jordy Pitch in second. That is a yellow flag, that is Snake. See, he had to pit, his tyres were shedding too much rubber. But this might be happening again. He's struggled so far in OGKROE. He got punted off by Haley last week in Brazil, which ended his race. After he'd also got entangled up in a crash, in an accident at the restart of the race after the safety car period. Everyone with the exception of Bad Boy, Snake and Vale, they're all on the tyres that they started on. The guys on the hards will be hoping for will be hoping for no safety cars at this stage in the race. Captain and George Pitch and Gonzo's closed down a bit. I think Gonzo's tried to save up some ERS, or George Pitch is using his. Melon's gone fastest, he's up into 4th, he's overtaken Dom. Built up a gap of around 4 seconds to him. Well now, 610 is trying to want to figure out how long he's got before the fruit overtakes him. Nathan's still in 6th, which is good to see. He's made up 9 positions since the start of the race. That is a yellow in sector 1, that is Gloomy again. I don't know if that was a crash, I don't think that's not, I don't think, yeah, that's not damage. I think he just had a little bit of a moment. Oh dear, that's Dom. He's... no, Geordie Pitch even. That's Geordie Pitch. He's had another moment and he's gonna... Oh dear, he saves that one. He's gonna go into the pits, put the hards on. And that's put Melon into podium places. Nathan's gonna try and overtake Dom as well. And he's done it. Nathan up into 4th. That is 11 positions gained since the start of the race. And honestly, hats off. The top three all started on hard, so they will be hoping for no safety cars at this point in the race. Only later on in the race, when they're at the point where they feel comfortable and confident that they can take the mediums that their hards are won, and they can take their mediums that they're undoubtedly going to put on to the end of the race. I mean, they could put it Jackie Cabana, but not sure how confident they felt in doing that, and I think someone might have had a little slight moment there. Melon's caught right up to 610 and Gonzo. I think he might have been saving up. I think he might have saved up 0.6 and going to try and overtake Gonzo here. And around the outside, see if he's going to make the move stick. He has! He's made the move stick, so 610 temporarily takes the lead of the race. Well, not temporarily. For now, he takes the lead of the race. It's always for now, because anything can happen. Gonzo's not going to want to give up though. 610's got no ERS left. Gonzo's got about 20-30%. Melon's got the same amount. Lights out's pitted to go on to new hards. So 610 our newest leader being hounded by Gonzo and Melon. Gonzo, who he just took the lead from. It's been outstanding. Oh, it's yellow flag in sector 1. Now that was lights out going slower than normal. No real cause for concern there. Dom also picks. Primmy's backing up into P7. Melon is not going to let these guys go. I think this. Oh, he nearly lost it at the not MotoGP chicane. Not an overtake, but 610. Oh dear, that is Snake. He's lost it. Boss game picks to go on to new hards, as does Nathan. And Melon's going to get DRS here. Gonzo's not going to have any. No, I think Gonzo's not going to have any DRS at this point. I think he's fallen outside of the 1 second range that you're able to have it in. Unless this thing isn't updating for some reason. Kuka's going on to new hard as well. And he's got a 5-second time penalty for speeding in the pit lane. That's not going to help him. When has it ever helped anyone? Let's be real. Nathan Rio overtakes Kuka. That is a yellow flag, Snake. I think Snake's crashed out. That's a safety car! That is a safety car, so now the guys who started on hard, they're going to have to make the decision whether they're going to be able to take the mediums to the end of the race. I mean, Jackie Cabana did it, and he came second. And I think that's exactly what they're doing. That's what they're all doing. They've all dived into the pits, and Gonzo's got 5 seconds for speeding in the pit lane. That is not going to help him at all. So we have that to see where the cars coming in. Mitch has told us that his setup was not optimal. we will still have at least another lap of the safety car. Turn, keeping himself in third gear. I have a feeling it will be in this safety car. We're watching the guys warm up their tyres. The top three, all safety cars in this lap, so the guys are going to want the best restart possible. 610 is going to have to try and catch Gonzo and Melon napping. Nathan, let's not forget Nathan, he's also going to be in this fight. I think good three of them are going to want to be in this, fight for the lead. Safety car's headed off. 610's going to be the one in charge now. They'll have to wait until they've all gone. He's going to have to wait until the safety car's coming on back in pits. Everyone else will have to wait until he's gone. Happens here. Well, that is a green flag. He's going. All yellow in sector 3. Someone's already spun. That is Geordie Pidge. I think he had a moment there at the chicane. I think Melon got caught napping there, particularly. Gonzo's still very close, but Melon got caught napping there. Melon's closing the gap, and I think the gap between 610 and Gonzo is also increased. I think Gonzo's definitely going to be next on Melon's list of overtakes. Oh! Gonzo has spun! So that's that. That's that overtake done. Sooner than I thought. He's all down to P11, 12 even. Oh, Vale's back in the fight at least. I mean, the podium return would be very nice for Nathan. I think he would deserve it. And we'd all deserve it. Anyone who finished from the podium deserves it. But it's all well done for him. First OGKROE race since the end of last season. Over 1.5 seconds at behind. Slightly more battery. As the Vale appears to have had a moment there with Gonzo. Gone from bad to worse for Gonzo. The gap between Melon and 610 is slightly closed. There's a bit of a going back there for the battle for P7 between Ash, Gloomy, Kabuka, the Bad Boy, Bad Boy, yeah, that's where it ends. Dom and Crummy in a close battle for P4. And that is another 3-second time penalty for Ash. Oh, safety car's out again! What's happened here? What has happened here? I don't know. Why is there another safety car? So as I know, no one's stacked it. Gonzo's retired out of his own will. What's good for him, but I think he had a few spins and it didn't go very well for him. I just hope he didn't make the mistake of putting his quali set up for the race after putting on his race set up for quali. Ten, 11 laps to go with the safety car. We've seen Gloomy, Lights Out and Zoidpitch all go on for the softs, or they always only recently pitted on mediums. We'll see if anyone is going to want to go for the fastest, go for the so-called fastest lap move. 6:10. I don't know if he tried to pull a dummy there. Dom's pitting. Dom and Boss Game, I think, are going on to new. They are going on to new tyres. They're softs for Dom, and these are mediums for Boss Game. And that, we'll see if anyone's going to try and get the fastest lap. On board with Nathan. Two Williams teammates in second and third. I think the safety car will be in the next lap. I have a feeling. Nathan's being very careful to not hit Melon. Gabuka's got a time penalty for ignoring yellow flags. That will likely take him out of 5th, except Ash. No, not Bad Boy, sorry. No, Ash. I don't know what I was on about there. I clearly misread where which Ferrari was in P6 and which one was in P7 and which one had penalties and which one didn't. Because Bad Boy seems set. Yeah, safety car in the slack, because Bad Boy seems set to inherit P5, or Ash will not inherit P6 because he has his own penalties. For once he's not tried to catch them all, but he's caught them all anyway. I will not stop. If that's the reason, if he ends up leaving the league for that reason, then I will not apologise. Because I should apologise actually. Speaking of Ash, he is on the oldest tyres out of the whole lot. He's done 11 laps on his hards, Nathan's done 10 on his. Safety car's in, so it's up to 6:10 to catch Melon napping, and I think he's caught Nathan. I think he might have caught Nathan slot. He hasn't caught anyone. He's not caught Melon napping. Melon is gonna be desperate to try and get a move in there at 0 in sector 3. That was Jordy pitch. He's at the moment in the final corner again. Boss Game's overtaking Gloomy. There is a huge train starting from around Boca and Ash all the way down to Vale in Ash in 7th, all the way down to Vale in 12th. Ellen's too far back, I think, except he is not. Yeah, he is too far back. Let's see if we've got any more fan clubs in the YouTube chat. Anyone watching of any particular fan club, shout yourselves out in the YouTube chat. Make yourselves known who you're supporting in these final 7 laps. And that is a yellow flag, that is Boss Game. He had a brief moment there. Oh no, Nathan, no, that is a 3-second time penalty for our track limits. That's not what we wanted to see. But anything can still happen. DRS has been enabled, so that will help Melon greatly, I feel. And Bad Boy's overtaking Gabuka. 610 is not very far ahead of Melon at all now. He's got DRS. I think Melon's going to have DRS on this back straight. That combined with his ERS will greatly help. Unfortunately, 610 also has a lot of ERS, and he's definitely going to want to use that to defend against our fruit. He's got the ERS off and he's realised it's not happening this lap. He needs to wait until 610's used his. He's got 5 laps. Make or break. I don't know what the make or break will be in this scenario, but let's not forget we've also got this exciting battle for P5. Oopsies, P7 even. Queen Ash, Dom, Vale, and Gloomy. Well, Lights Out and Boss Game also nearby, ready to pounce on anyone who makes a mistake. Ten's just not using his ERS. That's what's going to irritate Melon here. Because I think Melon's saving up his ERS and waiting for 610 to use his, but 610's not using his. That's probably annoying Melon right now because he's only got a few laps to overtake 610 for the lead of the race. So they're both cancelling each other out, and Melon's switched us off. So they've both got the same amount. The DRS hasn't helped because the ERS has only done so much. The ERS has all been cancelled out. Dom's overtaken Ash. Oh, Ash on his aging hard rather. Yeah, aged. Called aged. We've still got this battle for P7. Oh well, let's see what's going on here. Melon is overtaking 610. The lead of the race. He's got the inside line here. Oh, 610's got it done for now. But Melon's going to have DRS on this back straight. And he's using his ERS. But he's running out. But he's got the DRS advantage and he's not too far back to make a move around the outside at turn 1. Let's see what's going to happen here. Is he going to do it? I think that's P1 settled for now. Melon's taking the lead off 610 in the closing laps of the race. 3 laps to go. Can Melon hold P1? The answer to that will very likely be yes, because we know how quick Melon is. And 610 did very well to hold him off for that long. That is a yellow flag. That is Ash. He's spun at the turn after sector 2 becomes sector 2. And sector 1 becomes sector 2. We are headed on to the penultimate lap of the race. Melon leads 610, second, Nathan third, OGKROE fourth, Bad Boy fifth, Gabuka sixth, Dom seventh, Fail eighth, Boss Game ninth, and Lights Out 10th. What a comeback this has been for Melon though. ended up on the gravel in lap 1. Can't win the race on lap 1, but you can lose it. Mellon has not lost, and Mellon did not lose it on lap 1. He just had a minor setback. He went onto the gravel at turn 2. And that lost him quite a bit of time, but he instantly started gaining positions. Hey, we've got the Gloomy fan club in the YouTube chat. Shout out to them and shout out to Gloomy as well. That's what they want us to do. We're shouting out Gloomy. He was at the lead. He was in the lead at the start of the race, but he spin at the final corner cost him the lead, and it was a shame because we know these guys are all very quick, and any one mistake can massively affect the outcome of not just your race but someone else's as well. There's all sorts of factors that factor in. I mean, Mellon is just very quick. Final lap, Vale's gone fastest. He's at the fastest lap. He's gotten back up to 7th. When it looked like he was going to get lapped at one point, he's gotten back up to 7th. So hats off to him as well. He's been quick. I mean, not that we'd ever forget, but he's showing us all why he's a 2-time champion in this league. He's overtaken Gabuka for 6th now. The funny thing about Nathan's racing is that normally in Britain all the former racing drivers and footballers and whatever become commentators, but this one it's the other way round. That's the funny bit. But this one is no laughing matter because Mellon is about to take the final corner and cross the line to win today's Tier 1 Spanish Grand Prix. 2 seconds ahead of 6'10" in second. Nathan third on the track, but track limits mean that Crimmy's taking the podium instead. Bad Boy 5th, Vale 6th, fastest lap again, Gabuka 7th. Boss Game will be overtaking him though, as will Dom, due to penalties. Boss Game 7th, Dom 8th, Gabuka 9th, Lights Out 10th, Gloomy 11th, Ash 12th, and George 13th. Hats off to Mellon, well done. That was a very good comeback after the turn 2 incident on lap 1. Drive of the day, very well deserved. I think Vale was also very good this race. And Nathan on this return as well. Vale was outstanding. He had an amazing comeback, honestly. It was wonderful. Almost been that. But here he is finishing in P6. That's why you try and not give up when something bad happens. And that's probably why you should always get someone else giving this advice when it comes to OGKROE. So I'm the worst person to give this advice. You see, podium celebrations. Mellon a lot calmer than he was last week. I think he'd agree on that one. Romania may not be winning the World Cup, but they've won this race. That's what matters. Win that event that Mellon partook in 3 days ago, where he was again one of 10 people that represented Romania. They absolutely dominated the event. I can't remember where the highest factory guy came, but certainly wasn't first or second. Romanian domination. That is a safety car that led. Would have led a good few laps in both races.
Hello.
Oh, Nathan, how was that race? How was your return?
You were alright. You were alright. It were non-eventful. That's what I wanted. Just get into any trouble. Yeah. I got a penalty which I'm angry about. Oh, it would have been. Sorry, Dad.
A penalty on your a podium on your return. That would have been.
It would have
better.
been, but I had a Portuguese guy stop me from getting it, who shall not be named, but will be named, Grimmy.
Grimmy, what have you done?
Yeah, what have you done? You couldn't even slow down. You know, couldn't even let me have that. It's always been the same as Grimmy. But no, it were good. It were a good race. It were hard. Every sign. Sorry.
You did that all the way from the back of the grid.
Yeah. There were a big incident in turn 3, and I was just lucky that I chose the left instead of the right. Because if I went right, I would have been stuck in a load of traffic. I was just on the right line.
I think Melon and the others got caught up in it.
Yeah. I already told Melon if he came behind me in the race, I'm not going to challenge him because I just wanted to just beat the laps. That's all I was doing, just doing laps. But yeah, it were fun. It were good. So, but I was happy with it. Every time a safety car came out, it came out at the wrong time. And just everybody else at the end were on the mediums. It was just hard to do anything as in pace-wise. So I was just constantly looking at the gap towards Grimmy and myself to try and keep it open more. Well, 8/10, so he couldn't catch me down the straights. So yeah. But yeah, definitely different to commentating, definitely.
Yeah, it's like most people. I said myself. It's like most people when they retire. Most people retire from their sport and then they commentate in the sport. But you left commentary to do the sport.
Commentary was just a small stopgap until I got better for it, got ready for it.
Yeah.
I think we can get third place up if you want Grimmy to come up to give him an interview.
Absolutely.
I'll drag him.
Oh, hey,
Welcome.
Grimmy.
Oh, hello. Hello, mate.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello. How have you been?
I
Did you
enjoyed
enjoy the race?
watching you race actually. Yeah.
Nice. But
Yeah, you had a spin on lap 1, but you made your way back up to P3. That's impressive.
I don't know if someone touched me or not, but I think I was just like cold tires and just overstepped a bit because I was side by side. I don't know with who. I think I just lost it in the throttle trying to keep my nose on the front for the next corner to be inside. But yeah, it was cool. But I could manage to come back, and I was lucky on the safety cars. Yeah, we got some points for Alpine. That was cool. But yeah, I wasn't going to be in the podium if Nathan didn't got that penalty. So really lucky me, because my tires were starting to wear off, and his tires were starting to get faster than mine. And yeah, even when DRS, it was kind of hard to keep up. I was lucky. It was fun. Did you guys like?
Did you?
Oh, Nathan!
Did you not want to give me the 2 seconds for the podium?
If we weren't fighting, it crossed my mind, and you know me. If we weren't fighting for the last for the constructors, I would lift for you to have a podium. Believe me, because it was awesome for you in the first race to get a podium. It crossed my mind because I couldn't. I'm honest, I couldn't overtake you without those penalties. Because I tried.
It's only because you were pushing me too hard, though. As soon as you got below the 7 temps, you made me push, and at the top of the hill I went wide. And every time I was pushing there just to gain a temp, and I just kept pushing the limits. Did it 3 laps in a row. But it's only because you made me do it, so you kind of outfoxed me, if you know what I mean. So it wasn't because I just.
You're just missing a bit of the rhythm, mate. That was just it. But you have pace, man. Like, you have pace.
I'm happy. I'm happy with that one, to be fair. I was happy just to roll around in 15th and just hang around the back with everybody.
I don't know, it was fun. We had some really good, intense last laps. I enjoyed having you in front of me, I'm not going to lie. I was hoping for a bit of a fight, but I couldn't.
No, I was hoping that Nick got close to me on the straight, because I had too much downforce, far too much.
Oh, so me too. That's why, mate. We were, we were kind of. I had a lot of wings as well, because otherwise I knew I was going to spin when the tires would start to wear off.
Yeah, definitely. I were crap. Oh crap! We any lower downforce, so like no, a lot. But yeah. So where's that put you guys in the constructors now?
I think we keep first. I think, but yeah, the last race will decide it all. That's why you are not in the podium today, mate. Otherwise, you would be.
So what you're saying is you just race towards my car?
No, mate. I just want to win the constructors.
Well, I might have to jump into this car for the next race and see if I can take it back off you.
Oh wow! I would love to see you there. You know, I love it to have one track.
Yeah, it's gonna be a driver swap. 610 joins Williams, Nathan joins Alpine.
I like driving with Nathan. I'm not going to lie, but you're not going to do that. 610 and me are in the mission for the constructors this season.
I mean, you both came to the league at the same time. Weren't you guys from the same community as well, like before you joined here?
Yeah, we were. The 3 of us. The 4 of us with Melon.
Melon was an afterthought.
was like you two, Melon, and
we had to assess that everybody was ready for Melon.
And now Lights Out is here from the old community as well, I think.
Yeah, he is, yeah.
I think I'm not forgetting anyone. Don't want to be rude.
There's a few. There's Big Chef. If you go through the list.
Oh, Big Chef, yeah. But he's not racing this season. Oh, he is? Oh, he is. Sorry.
Yeah,
sorry, Big Chef.
I've done a few races this season.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, what is? Well, I think we'll get 610, and I think I'm going to jump out with Crimmy Dodge, and I'll leave you with 610, and I'll drag Melon up.
Yeah.
Oh,
I don't want to bombard. I don't want to bombard all your interviews and your. I feel like I've just overstayed and gone into Crimmers.
It was fun. It was fun.
Yeah.
Cool.
Thanks, Dodge. Thanks, bro.
I'll see you both next week, hopefully.
And 610 will be next.
We will. Yeah.
Hello, 610. I've come to interview you.
Hello, Dodge.
Hello. Yeah. So you held off Melon for a good few laps there.
Yeah, it was really difficult managing everything, but the last 2 laps I couldn't really do anything. Past me.
I suppose at that point you have to just take it easy and make sure you don't crash out and spin.
Yeah, exactly. I saw Nathan had a 3-second, but you know, even if I spun at that point, you lose 8 seconds. So I didn't really want to risk hanging on to him. I know he is faster, and I had used all my RS anyway, so I just played it safe, brought the fourth P2.
I mean, you were amazing this race. You were at the front for the whole thing. You kept it cool while a lot of the other people, or Gonzo and Gloomy, made mistakes.
Yeah, I made up a lot of positions, people either spinning or... It was a really difficult one since last time. Didn't really have the setup, but now apparently people have changed their setup somehow, or mine has gotten a bit better, but I was able to bring a better fight, I think.
Well, hopefully you can do that in Miami as well.
Hopefully. Another
So
P2.
I'd look forward to seeing that next week actually. I
Yeah.
enjoyed watching you race.
I think it's gonna be a lot harder though in Miami, because now we have a week of people perfecting their setups and strategy and everything. So
Yeah, that's going to be the difficult part.
yeah, and the
It's always-
chicane
it's
as well.
It's always going to happen when you're doing a season like this, though. Because
Yeah, exactly.
when you've got a list of 6 tracks, then you're going to figure out which one you've not done when you've done 5 of them.
Hopefully it rains in Miami, then maybe it's a bit easier to put up a fight for Melon. But it was close, 2 laps to go, but
I mean, let's just hope it doesn't create as much of a pace difference as what people may expect.
well,
Yeah, you got anything else you'd like to say about your race?
I don't think so. Well managed, as you said.
Yeah, you've
The best we could have done. And shout out to Creamy as well, from going from P2 to back to P7 and then back to P3.
yeah, you guys are a dream team.
Yeah, we're really getting those points that count for the constructors. I think that we have a good
To finish
result.
first, you first have to finish.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Well,
I wish you the best of luck in Miami.
yeah. Thank you.
Well, hopefully, I'll hopefully be able to speak to you next week as well.
Hopefully, if I don't crash.
Fingers crossed.
Yeah.
Not while you're racing, obviously. You can't have that. You can't cross your fingers while you've got your wheel in your hands.
No, not really. Well, on for another P2 next one to end the season.
Maybe
Well,
you could go one better.
We'll see. I said it last time.
Hello.
Hello, Melon.
Hi.
You have our race winner. So you came back from P14 to win that one.
Yeah, it wasn't bad. It wasn't bad. It was quite a nice race.
Yeah, you made up lots of
Especially-
positions.
Yeah, absolutely. I enjoyed the racing. Finally, we got some clean racing, and everything just went kind of
Perfectly.
perfectly this afternoon.
And the safety car came out at the right time as well.
Yeah, it could have been a bit better with the safety cars because I didn't really want it, but it was still good. I mean, props to Sixten as well because he was racing me. He was racing me out there, so to him as well.
Yeah. I enjoyed watching that battle for the lead on the closing stages.
Yeah, that's when I think both of us were pushing at our maximum. But not bad. Just
Yeah, that was
looking
it was a very good comeback. You kept it cool.
looking forward now to the last race in Miami because I've never raced on that track before. A league race.
I mean, I can give you some insight myself.
Yeah.
Manage your ERS because we've raced at Miami before, and when I raced at Miami before, I found it very difficult to keep my ERS because there's not really many opportunities you get to have it back.
Yeah, that's true. There's a lot of trace there, so you can't really get it back.
Yeah, and the braking zones aren't very long either.
Yeah, that's true. We'll see what happens.
Hopefully we'll get another exciting race.
Yeah, hopefully. Yeah,
Got
well,
anything else to say?
yeah, not really, not really. That was quite all that I had to say. Just
Yeah.
enjoy the racing.
I'll let you close out the stream then.
Yeah, well, thank you guys for watching, and see you into the next race finale. See ya.